Welcome to Grayson's Holistic Anatomy with me, Dr. Grayson Dart. It is pretty well agreed upon that a clean body functions and is healthier than a toxic body. And so I want to discuss with you just a few things on how to keep our body clean as we go throughout the 21st century. So one way is to decrease the exposure to toxins in our life, and we discussed that in other videos briefly. But another way is to improve the elimination of those toxins. And this occurs throughout the body in a two-step process, and I'll go through that with you right now. So we are constantly being bombarded by chemicals and impurities through the water we drink, the food we eat, the air we breathe, and the things that are coming in contact with our skin. And so as these toxins enter into our body, they circulate throughout our circulation, and the liver is the main organ that conjugates these toxins and gets them prepared to be eliminated throughout the body. And the way that our body eliminates them is through our sweat, through our lungs, we breathe them out occasionally, also through our kidneys in the urine, but mainly through our stool in the large intestine. Now, if this process of detoxification and elimination doesn't occur in a proper way, a lot of those toxins settle in our tissues. They might get stored in our fat cells, our liver, our bone marrow. Sometimes our water-soluble toxins will get stored in our joints and other tissues. And this can cause problems and dysfunction and disease in our lives. And so in order to improve this process, I want to give you just a brief tip that will help you. And before I do, I want to read you a quote from Dr. Richard Schultz. He says that the first step in everyone's health program should be stimulating, cleaning, and toning all of the elimination organs. And the bowel is the best place to begin. So my tip for you is to increase your elimination. As you increase the elimination of the garbage and the toxins and the impurities in your body, you'll notice that you start to function better. Now, how do we do that? The best way, in my opinion, is to increase your bowel movements to at least 3 a day. Now, that might seem excessive to most people, but especially if you have any type of health problem, this is a vital, important part of being a healthy human being. And so how do we do that? Well, the most basic way is to increase our hydration, increase maybe our fiber intake as well as fermented foods. And as we do that, we need to also stimulate our bowels through exercise or walking or stretching. Some sort of movement will help to get the bowels moving. Some other easier ways for people who don't want to eat that many vegetables or fermented foods, you can also use Dr. Jennifer Daniels' Vitality Capsules. You take 1 a day and increase until you're having 3 bowel movements, or you could also do Dr. Schultz's Intestinal Formula #1 to get the same effect. Another way to do this is to have a daily water enema. I'm a big fan of enemas, and I believe that they help to eliminate a lot of the garbage in our life, and it's an easy way to get our bowels moving. Now, as you do this, you'll notice that overall you just feel better, but I know of one gentleman in particular who is quite famous, who after increasing his bowel movements to 3 a day for a few weeks, noticed that his belly fat basically melted away. A relative of mine also lost quite a bit of weight. And I myself noticed an improvement in my energy and just overall vitality. So I know that this is a very important step in being a healthy, well-performing human being. So I hope that this has been a helpful tip for you, and I look forward to visiting with you in the future.